I can't remember where I left off, but so now me and my husband, we are in a new state, new city, where we live at. We have family in the state of Tennessee, but where we live, we we don't have family here. We literally moved here, did not know anyone. We didn't have a church home or anything. Um, we got recommendations for different churches from family members that used to work here, but they knew people here. So we literally didn't know anybody. Found a church home, um, got off into the church, something we always loved doing. Um, so, um, like at the time, I was out of work for about 3 months, and we was just we were struggling, but I'm so grateful and thankful for family, and not just family, but friends too, that have literally throughout the years, I don't look at them as being friends, they're more like family. And when I say that we went through those couple of months, it was a struggle, but we went through those couple of months. And when I say, family, not all my family knew what was going on, but the family that did know, when I say they stepped up and they helped, it was times where, I would just wake up and somebody would be done sent me $200 or $300. I was like, Lord, thank you. Now we can pay this bill. This bill can get paid. That bill can get paid or whatever. My family really, literally stepped up and, really helped. And I'm so grateful and thankful for it. And I think that, and I not think, but I know that if we didn't have that relationship with God, you know, it woulda, coulda turned out so much differently. But the fact that we had faith that God was gonna get us through it, and we was dependent on Him and how He was showing up in so many different ways, ways that we didn't even expect, you know. So, but yeah, I ended up, I had an interview with this tech company. I just applied for it on a whim, never heard of the company or anything. Ended up getting a job, and it was, it was even paying more than what it was paying at the last job, and more benefits. The last job, I don't even, yeah, they did offer benefits, but this one had a 401k. It even has reimbursement if I want to go back to school for anything in the field, or just go back to school, period. They have tuition reimbursement. They have that. I mean, just offers so much, and their training is really was really good. My first couple of weeks of training, we had to go to Atlanta for the training, and they flew us out there, and we stayed in Atlanta for a few weeks. Then we went out on site to a different location training. They paid for everything. And I mean, it's just that a lot of times we think God has forgotten about us. And a lot of times we get worked up, and He has already worked it out. And I know now that He was preparing me. One thing about it, God always, He's going to prepare you for the situation or the things that you're going to go through. You might not realize it at the time. You might be hurt or upset, like, Lord, why? And that's one thing that I said, oh, Lord, why? Why not me? I'm no better than nobody else, we all have to go through struggles sometimes, whether we want to admit it or not, but just know and believe and trust that God is in the midst of it. Long as you trust and believe in him, he is. He's gonna see you through it. And he's gonna put certain people in your life at that certain time to help you through it. And to also to let you see, you know, who is really in your corner, to see, are you really going to trust him with this situation? And that's one thing that I really, I really had to say and believe, Lord, I trust you. And I had to stand on that word, you know. And it did that situation. It even brought my relationship with God, even brought me closer to him. But I'm just here to tell people, just trust in God. Trust in God. He'll see you through it, and he's going to place the right people, the right situation. Yeah, you might feel like you're really going through it, but just believe it's a reason behind it. It's a method to it. God has been guiding for a long time, and he's good at it. I've learned that. So just trust in him, because now I do have a job where I travel a lot. I mean, I am on the road. I'm in different cities just about every week. I travel. I'm on a plane or driving somewhere twice a week on Mondays and Fridays. I'm out headed to a location. And not only did he bless me with what I prayed for, but he gave me more. I mean, with me working with this company, they pay for everything, my flights and everything, my hotel, all that, which was when you ask God, he's not just going to do it. He's going to show out when he do it. Long as you trusting in him and believing in him, and honoring him. So I'm just want to tell somebody, I don't, like they say, I don't know who needs to hear this. You're worth the wait. Trust in God, and he's going to see you through it. I am a living witness. He will see you through it. Yeah, we might struggle at times, but your struggle, and another thing I learned in this situation too, your struggle is not just for you. Your struggle may be for someone else who's going through the same situation that you're going through. At that time, a young lady that I knew was going through the same situation I was going through. And I did not even know. I didn't know. But when she finally told me, I was talking to her, when she finally told me what was going on, in her life, in her situation, it was like everything that was happening to me was like parallel to what she was going through. Up to the time where I got laid off, she got laid off around the same time. She didn't qualify for unemployment. It was just crazy, and it just made me think like, Lord, wow, you put this together. I don't know what's gonna happen, but you put this together. You did this. I don't know how this is gonna turn out, but I know you are in the midst of it. So just remember, your struggles, the things that you are going through, is not just for you. Like I always say, we always say, Lord, use me. We can't tell him how to use us. You have to be an open vessel. You have to be willing to be like, okay, Lord, I'm hurting right now, but I know you're going to see me on the other side of this. And you have to know and believe it. So just know and believe God is in the midst of whatever you're going through. Y'all have a good night. Be blessed.